When it comes to online trolls and cyberbullying, this is something that I feel really passionate about, and there are a whole lot of different ways and coping mechanisms and way to deal with these bullies. So I think the most important thing to realize is that it's not going away and you can't control them. So the only thing you really have control over is how you react to them. So you really want to make sure that you have a strong sense of self-confidence and belief in yourself. And I think with that, it's really important to make sure you have a really good support system offline, whether that's friends and family who you can turn to for support if you need it. Everyone's brave behind a keyboard or a computer screen, and you have to remember that at the end of the day, they're just words, and you really can't let that affect you too much, because cyberbullying is something that's been around for years, and unfortunately, I think it's something that's going to get worse. The more exposure and attention that you get on social media, unfortunately, in today's society, there seems to be more people that want to bring you down or say something negative. So ways to deal with that. It's very easy for me to sit here and say, develop thick skin. I've kind of developed a very thick skin, and it's very hard to hurt my feelings. But to any young girls watching this, I really want to say that the most important thing you can have is self-belief. Another way for dealing with them is to kind of weed them out when you can. Don't let these cyberbullies sit there and continuously attack you. If you see negative comments continuously, block them, delete them, remove them from your Instagram page or social media accounts. There's no need to see that stuff every day. If someone is continuously harassing you or writing negative things on your account, make sure you do block them and report them to Instagram, because these kind of accounts should be removed and they do not have a place on Instagram. So I think it's really important to have a strong, reliable support system around you and to reach out. Don't bottle it up and let it consume you. Make sure you reach out to your parents, your friends, your siblings, a teacher, a mentor, anybody, and put it out there in the open and talk about it and discuss different ways to deal with these kinds of people. Obviously, I have a lot of experience with dealing with trolls and online bullies. As my Instagram and social media profile started to grow, the more hate or the more negative comments I received from trolls and online bullies. This is something that I think I've gotten a lot better at dealing with. At the beginning, I'd read these negative comments and think, is there something wrong with me? Like, are they right? Is what they're saying true? But in my experience, having a really close family and having people who I could reach out to and talk to really helped with dealing with this kind of negativity in my life. And the best thing you can do is block them. Remove them, delete them, make sure they can't have any way to contact you, because you really don't need that kind of negativity in your life. If things really do escalate and you're getting to a point where you feel uncomfortable or possibly unsafe and blocking someone hasn't really worked, if they're creating another account or finding a different way to contact you, then I think it's really, really important that you reach out to someone in authority, whether that's a teacher, a professor, even if you need to reach out to the police. The most important thing is that you feel safe, and if it gets to a point where you are feeling unsafe or uncomfortable, please reach out to somebody. From my experience, unfortunately, most of the bullying has come from females, which to me was really, really surprising. I really don't know why that is. As a female and as the oldest of 3 girls, I was always taught to empower women and to bring them up, and I'm not sure if it's maybe teenage insecurity or a sign of the times, but it's really shocking to me. I'm a little bit sad that young girls feel so comfortable bringing others down behind a keyboard. If I could say anything to young girls or really anybody posting negative comments, is really think about what you're doing. I promise you that writing something negative about somebody else isn't gonna make you feel better about yourself or improve your day. So why do it? Put yourself in their shoes and have a think about how would you feel if someone wrote a nasty comment about you or your physical appearance or anything to do with you. You have to remember that the more exposure, the bigger profile you gain on Instagram, it will attract more trolls and online bullies. And you have to be prepared for that and expect that. So I don't think anybody, no matter what they look like, who they are, how famous they are, has ever escaped negativity and online trolls. I think that social media and Instagram is a really positive thing. And if you can use that as a platform to have a voice, to empower other people, and especially as a female, I would love to leave a positive influence and be a positive role model on other young females. So I think using social media for good instead of evil is a really great thing, and is something that we should all really try and do. My tips for managing online negativity and trolls: definitely have a strong support system around you. If something's really bothering you or someone is consistently posting negative comments or negative things on your Instagram, block them straight away and even report them. There's no need for that online, and they really shouldn't be on Instagram.